I asked Byron once, if the women that are on his show are an accurate representation of the demographic in Miami. Like, I thought they actually like picked thoughty, like clacky hoes, just to sort of like amp up views. And he's like, no,
They're
that's
everywhere,
pretty much
dude.
what you get
I mean,
down
Yeah.
to.
even last night, like just the attitude. I don't know if it's attitude. It's just every chick down here wants to like go toe to toe with you. They all wanna
It's
like
so
one up
annoying.
you, and they wanna like talk shit back to you and try to do like the boss girl shit. Like, it's like it's just so annoying. It's such a fucking turn off. Like, to try to have to just push through that stuff. It just makes you not even want to bother. But
I had that I
yeah.
had that revelation earlier this week in our private signal chat with the I won't say his name, but one of our more uh, religious guys posted a proverb quote, something along the lines of "It's better to live on the roof than to deal with a quarrelsome wife in your house." And it's like, I asked him when that was written, and he suggested it was somewhere between like 936 BC and 1050 BC or something like that. I'm like, so for 3,000 years, men have been dealing with disagreeable boss bitches. Is basically what that piece of scripture is telling us, right? Like, this is not a new phenomenon.
Well, it's always interesting because there's such a mixed demographic down in a place like Miami. We have so many people from so many different countries, especially the women. They're mostly, you've got Latin women, or you've got the kind of crew that I'm running with this weekend are like Russian women. But so I can talk freely about the problem with American women and the women in the West, and they all agree with everything. They're like, yeah, like
Yep.
American women are catty bitches. They don't want to fall into a man's frame. Like, the guys that there's a particular couple that is with this big group that we're in now, and she's got him saved in her phone as like my king, and calls him like when I need a problem solved, and he's always taking care of it. Like, it's a very successful like relationship dynamic. It's like very old school. And you just don't see that very often. So it's kind of interesting to see that stuff play out.
I,
Whereas, normally it's, and Jared can speak to this too, because I know that's the demographic, you mostly, obviously, with where you live and what you deal with, it's just
Mm.
completely different. It's like a different fucking planet.
I went out with a buddy from Colombia, but I was friends with him in Texas because he was staying there for a bit. And so he's he's married, has a kid now, like solid dude, like just natural alpha, and has always known how to like handle relationships. But his dad was like a Colombian alpha. So you notice that with guys that have strong male presence in the household growing up, they just intuitively know how to manage their chicks. And um, so he went out and he's like, "Oh, I have a couple buddies. You might like them coming from California." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we all went out, a handful of American guys and this Colombian guy, and all night long, there's a lot of Americans down here because it's F1 races this weekend. So even on the apps, it's all New York and Los Angeles. I thought I was in the wrong location or had my VPN on or something. Like, no, they're just all here for the races and then the Day of the Dead events. And but going out, this happened to me a couple months ago too. Just over here, and there's a ton of Americans out, and it's so crazy because I go out fairly often here, and you're kind of used to the background noise and the environment and the general vibe of the place. But when it's full of Americans, it's almost like a reverse culture shock for me. It kind of slaps you in the head. You just hear loud mouth, catty, unattracted white chicks. And then these guys are just skinny and crossing their arms and just really weird. And like the guys at the table with me, they allude to some girls like, "Oh yeah, dude, all the girls, we got to do that." And you could tell they were like super beta. I think they're talking about, "Oh, let's go find a strip club or something." I was like, "No, dude, just like," and I pull out my guys, I do it in my app, or when we meet up too. I pull out my app. I'm like, "No, dude, just set up your dating app correctly, and the girls just open you up. They'll match you and just drop your number, and they'll be like, 'Hey, what are you doing? Let's meet up at this place.' It's super easy." And I did it in real time in front of these guys. And then I dropped the group a text yesterday. It was between the 8-9 o'clock hour, which down here on Friday or Saturday night, because it's a flaky culture, that's where plans either fall through or girls all of a sudden become free. And it's kind of like when you watch an old movie and they depict Wall Street traders. They're all trying to get their trades in, and oh, here, no, me. That's how I see it between the 8 and 9 o'clock hour. So it's kind of doing that in real time in front of these guys. Like, guys, here's how you do it. And then I had multiple options come through at the last minute. I'm like, oh no, here's a dilemma. Two nationalities that I both equally like.
Hey guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that short clip. If you did, consider supporting the creation of content by checking out my supplement line. Pinned in the top comment below of this video in the comments, there's a link to the unpluggedalpha.com/shop. When you click through, you'll be able to land over here, and the entire lineup is broken down by category that it performs best in: estrogen metabolism, fat burning, your foundational essentials for health, immune health, performance, and testosterone support. If you check out with coupon code ALPHA10, you'll get 10% off on your first order. There's also the option to use the subscribe and save model, where regular shipments will be sent over to you on a regular basis, and that gives you a little bit of a discount, and your supplement facts are always broken down over here. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And again, check out that link. It's pinned in the top comment below in this video. Peace out.